close. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are you this morning? How are you today? I am feeling really good today. I'm feeling full of beans. Fridays I'm always a bit tired because I work in London Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So but this morning I'm ready to go. So I'm just come on a bit early because I'm really excited to get going. So I'm going to see if I can do. Here we go. Yes. So I'm got my. See your comments on my. As I'm recording this on my phone, and I've got a laptop here so I can see your comments. So when you join me, I can't wait to see you. I would have some Christmas tunes on, but because of the copyright, Facebook would take it down the video. So I'm afraid you need to provide your own Christmas tunes. Get a cup of tea, some water, something to drink, make yourself comfortable. And hello, if you're watching, just drop me a comment, just say hello so I can see who's watching. And I just love it if you put some comments as we go along. If you've got any questions, let me know. I'm really happy to answer them or try and help if I can. So today we are going to be doing Christmas table settings and play settings and doing things in a really simple and easy way as well, because there's so much going on at Christmas. So many other things that we have to think about that you know, it's nice just to keep things easy. Hi Jane, hi. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. Good morning, Kim. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. So before I forget, I would like to announce the winner of yesterday's Day One Share. Hashtag Day One Share. So Jane Edwards, you have won yourself a box of chocolates for your lovely share. And thank you so much for all your participation yesterday, because I really appreciated it. It's really nice to have a bit of a dialogue going on. So Jane, message me or email me at becky@chezbeccy.com. Message me and I'll get your details so I can send you your prize. So thank you so much. I loved your envelopes that you made. They looked brilliant. And Kim, lovely to have you here too. So it's just about 10 o'clock, so I think we can start. So maybe I should give you a little look at all the lovely goodies that I've got going on behind me. So well, you have to excuse the mess. I have to whiz around the mess. You can't see that. So my fireplace here. I've got lots of greenery. Had such a fun day yesterday. I'm not very good at pointing the camera, am I? Sorry. A nice basket full of greenery, ivy, and look over there, that lovely chair full of greenery. And then look, see, I've got my advent calendar up in the window. I'm not very good at pointing the camera. There we go. The lights are on, but you obviously it's daytime, so it's not that obvious. So I'm going to start off with just showing you. So yesterday I went and collected this lovely ivy, and this sort of ivy is really nice because it's really kind of stringy, the long stringy stuff, and it hangs down from the trees. So I'm going to see if I can show you the table. So, and then, you know, so I've just got a white tablecloth on my table here. So really, really simple. And then got these long stringy bits of ivy, which do get a bit tangled up. But, oh gosh, and there's my hair. So obviously you don't want your hair on the table. And you see, I just think just keeping it really simple. Oh, I'm getting all tangled up. So you have to be careful because you don't want to lose the little leaves. And I guess this is why they're so good at climbing. So we have this lovely ivy. We can just, there we go. And I just think that just looks really, really pretty. So I think you can see that okay. So it's just some strings of ivy. It's not actually that much. It's coming off the end of the table there a bit. So, and I quite like it that it's not too much and it's quite loose. And I've only got a little table, so this is how I would lay the table. But if you have a slightly longer table, I wonder if I can pull it up a bit. So, you know, this is sort of table for two, really. But if you've got a longer table, then you just have another extra. You know, you would just do, you know, 2 people this side and 2 people that side. Or you obviously one at each end if your ivy doesn't go right to the ends of your table. So, you know, I just think that looks so pretty and so Christmassy. Hi, Alison. Oh, thank you for joining us. It's lovely to see you. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's feeling really good today. I'm feeling really good today because I've had a really good sleep. Yeah, so I'm feeling really good. So I'm just showing you how to put that on the table. Just like that. It looks pretty, doesn't it? I mean, how much effort is that? And then see, I have I found this. It's like a little, almost like a tiny little garland of little stars. And I think if you threaded that through your ivy, you know, isn't that pretty? I mean, it's very minimalistic, but I just think really, really pretty. So if you wanted a bit more bling, you can always just place some little gold baubles into it, and you know, it just, I think that's all you need, isn't it? Actually, I think I'm going to just use the shiny ones. I'm feeling a bit bling today. And oops. There we go. So can you see? Look, really simple. Isn't that pretty? I just think that's really pretty. So there we are. I hope I didn't. So there we go. So that's my first idea. Just some strings of ivy laid like that. And then how I would do it, so I've got just got the table mats here, and then we have these just plain white plates that I got from John Lewis. And there we go, like that. And these table mats, you know, I think they're fairly nothing special. But what I like about the table mats is the kind of browny, naturally colours that really go nicely with the, you know, the green foliage here, I think. So then what we can do is start thinking about the place setting. So these are, oops, they're upside down. Still upside down, there we go. So these are my napkins, my Chez Beccy napkins. So I'm going to roll them up. Can you see? Sorry, no, there we go. I'm getting better with camera work. So roll up like this, and this is the start of the place setting. And then I think some natural string, again keeping with that sort of really natural look for the whole table. This is just, I think you call it linen string, so just really just nice, really nice string, if such a thing exists. So let me know. Oh yes, so I do you use fake or real foliage, or and what do you think? Do you like real foliage and fake foliage? For me, I like to use a mixture. Actually, I always used to be not in favour of fake foliage, but now it's so good, the fake stuff. I always like to have a real tree, but I think actually mixing fake and real foliage works really well. So let me know your thoughts, because obviously fake is nice and easy, but the ivy and the holly do last quite well. So so they will last for a couple of weeks or so. So I've just tied a little bow with my string, and then what I'm going to do is get some foliage and just put it now. Oh yes, now I found these on my walk yesterday. I had a lovely walk and I found these, and they're little, I was looking for pine cones, but these are sort of like mini pine cones, and apparently they're from an alder tree. So I'm just going to, I've got my secateurs here, I'm just going to pop a little bit of that there. So you think you could easily, you know, leave it like that, or now I've got this lovely stash of ivy over here, excuse me. So we could so I've got a little, so this is a different sort of ivy. This isn't the long stringy stuff. Let me show you a bigger bit. So this, sort of the more sort of bushy stuff, it's really, I find this really common. It sort of grows around the trees and on the base of the trees, and I find it easier to get hold of than maybe the long stringy stuff, because sometimes the long strings, they're too infrequent where they have the leaves, so it can be a bit hit and miss. So so then we could just add the holly. This is ivy, obviously. That's quite big, isn't it? I don't know, so I think maybe I might make that a bit smaller. It's drowning everything rather. Might take off that leaf, it's got a bit of something on it anyway. Oops, and now you have to be quite dexterous, you see. So there we are. So then you can have your little ivy leaf there, decoration, really simple, with those little cones in, and I just think it looks really festive. So you might need to give it a bit of a shake because the little bits are coming out, and I think they're coming. The little seeds are coming out of the little pine cones. Well, they're not pine cones; they're alder cones. So there we are. So that's an idea of how. So I'm going to put that one over there. Then let's try a robin napkin. So here we go. So these are my robins. So my napkins are all for sale in my shop. They come in sets of 2, and I also do table runners to match, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. So I'm rolling up again the napkin. So making sure that the robins are the right way up. And then if you fancy a bit more colour, oh, hi Emma, nice to come. Oh, thank you, it's lovely to have you here. So a bit more colour, you could use something like a red ribbon like this. This is quite a pretty one. It's got a little red edge, but I don't know if we might have to wait till the shop's open again before we can just use rather than just use what we've got in the cupboards. But I don't know about you. Do you have a stash? Let me know. Do you have a stash of ribbons and pretty things that you can dive into? Let me know in the comments, because it's so lovely to hear what it's like for you. So there we go. We can have a nice bow on our napkins and pull the tails. There we go. You have a nice bow, and then again you can put some foliage in there, and I've got some holly, which is just brilliant. So yes, so here's my holly, and I think what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to chop off some of the bottom leaves because it's a bit too big, and cut off the base there, and I don't know, yes, that's probably still a bit too big, isn't it? So if we do it gradually. Oh, that sounds lovely, Emma. Green velvet ribbon sounds really nice. Yeah, of course, we can still order all these things, can't we? So there we go. Really simple, really easy. But isn't that lovely and Christmassy? So, you know, you could always give it to the kids to do. So what I would just do is trim the ends of the ribbon there, but I haven't brought down my fabric scissors. So these are my paper scissors, and they'll just chew that up. So I'm just going to leave it so you can see. Because I have two pairs of scissors, one for fabric, one for paper, because paper really blunts the scissors. So keep your fabric scissors just for fabric, and that will keep them nice and sharp. So also what I wanted to show you, you know, you might, because now we're allowed to have a few people around for dinner on Christmas Day, aren't we? You might want to have little name tags for people. So I've just got some little craft tags here, so you can just write somebody's name on it as a place name. There we go. And then that can just sit on there, or you can tie it in. And I'm rather into tassels at the moment, so I've put on this one, I've put a tassel because I just think it looks just rather splendid. But obviously, you know, anything that you've got, you could have, so we could have some coloured ribbons on instead of just the string. I'll go back to we could take the string out. And then we could do like we were doing yesterday, Jane. You know, you could get, if you have quite thin ribbon, then you can put a couple of different ones together, and you get a really, you know, just, I don't know, it just makes, I think it makes it look pretty. So you could use you could use this for your tag label, and that would look really, really pretty. And maybe a bit more splendid if you wanted to add a bit of sparkle, say, especially with you know, maybe this one, which is quite minimalistic, and then you can have a little, that's rather super actually, isn't it? It's a nice ribbon on your nameplate tag, and that will just look really, really pretty. I wonder if these scissors will cut this ribbon, because that's kind of annoying that I forgot to bring my fabric scissors down. So I don't think the secateurs will work. Oh, there we go. So let me show you. So there we go. Look, I think that looks really super with, there we are. Can you see? If I can get a bit closer for you. So really pretty there with the ribbon and the natural holly and the string. There we are. So let me clear up some of this. And the lorry's come and blocking out our light. Just going to clear up a bit. There we go. And then what I want to show you is another way of adding a little bit of, so if you quite like this sort of minimalist look here, what you can do, I've just thought about this, so I'm just going to move this over here. So you can take a tea towel and almost have it like a place setting. Oh, maybe it's a bit big. I don't know, it depends on how big your table is. So there we go. And then you could have something like that. Anyway, I'm digressing. So let me take that away. And I'm going to show you a different, so take my baubles away. And my little sparkly stuff, oh, it all gets tangled up. So yeah, so this is the long kind of stringy ivy. So that's how you can use that ivy really effectively. So then if you only are having a little Christmas, like we are just having a little Christmas, you can use a tea towel kind of like, you know, like a table runner. So this is my Chez Beccy Christmas pudding tea towel. So this is all available in my shop. And there we go. And then we have there we go. So then we have the table set for two in a really simple, easy way. My tea towels are available in a set just on their own, or you can get them in a set of 2 or 3, because maybe you prefer something not. This is a great, such a pretty pattern, because it's red. Then you know, it's not Christmassy as such, but the red colour just lends itself to Christmas so beautifully, and they all matched, sit together really nicely. So you could have just a red one as well, and then you can use it all year round. You can go and check all of those out. So then, here's one I made earlier. I've always wanted to say that. Such a Blue Peter fan when I was growing up. Did anyone else watch Blue Peter? So then you can make a simple table decoration like that, and I'll show you how I made that in a minute. But while we're kind of at the table, I thought I'd show you. So you can have just evergreen, and then you know, you can have some baubles of different colours put in there, and then that will last because it's got oasis in it, and that will last quite a long time, and that is really pretty too. So you could have a centrepiece like that, which is again all greenery that I've foraged apart from the little baubles there. So then I have to show you my table runner, because I'm so pleased with it, and I think you will love it too. So I have made a reversible Christmas table runner. So I was thinking at Christmas time, everybody is well, sort of one meal rolls into the other, doesn't it? So you don't always have time to clear the table properly. So I've made a reversible table runner so that you can just turn it over when you want to call time on one meal and start the next. Then you can just turn the table runner over and you've got a clean table. I mean, I think that's a brilliant idea. So I know when we have big family Christmases, that definitely happens. So there we are. You can have your table runner. Now, table runner is 185 centimetres, so obviously I've only got a little table, so that's why I was showing you the sort of the tea towel scenario instead. So because there we go, so this is, and then just genius, isn't it? Or you could have it that way around with the Christmas puddings. So then again, it would look lovely with a centerpiece like that. But if you've got a longer table, you can always use something. So this is my lovely fake garland that I've got. So this is fake. I got this from the White Company a few years ago, and it's so good. And then you can just lay this down the middle of the table, and you've got an instant decoration. There we are. And then again, you can adorn it and decorate it. I found this lovely chain of silver bling, which I thought was just great. So it's all got a bit tangled up. As Christmas decorator, well, it's part of Christmas really, isn't it? So then you can just lay it down, and I just don't think you can go wrong with these things. They're all so pretty, and then it's really long, so if I had I might cut it, but this might go around my Christmas tree actually, so I'm going to keep it long, and then you could sort of weave it in and out and make a little pattern. You can choose gold or silver, whatever you like. So, and then again, I mean, you could put little baubles in here as well if you wanted to. Oops, increase the bling. So easy to make things look pretty, isn't it? We just have such lovely things now. So I hope that gives you some ideas of how you can make your Christmas table look pretty really easily. So what I can do now is I can show you how I made my little decoration, my centerpiece. So I'm just going to tidy up a bit, and let's look at my oasis. Sorry lovelies, right, here we go. So let me bring you over here. I can sit down now. Ooh, so exciting. Right. So don't forget to share. Let me know. Are you a fake or a real foliage person, or do you mix the two? Because for today, if you share in the group, on offer is a set of my Christmas napkins. So share in the group. I'd love to see a photograph of your foliage that you're going to use. Do you have some growing in your garden? Let me know. Have you got some lovely fake stuff that you, garlands and fake holly and ivy that you have stashed ready? Do you have a Christmas box? So share in the group, let me know. Photos, bonus points, and you could win a set of Chez Beccy Christmas napkins. So that's quite a nice prize, isn't it? So do share. do tell me, and I'm going to show you how to make, oh, we have to see bits in my kitchen I don't want you to see. So what I quite like to do when I'm using foliage, and try and make it so you can see, is I like to use different textures of foliage. I think that really is really nice. And so here I've got one of those little metal tins that you can like make. You get in the shop to make batches of chili in, you know, when you do your cooking, and an oasis block which I've cut into thirds and I've soaked it, and so this is going to be my base, and it's good because it is water, you know, it's waterproof, it doesn't have any holes in, so that's why I like it. And then I've got this conifer here which I've used as my base, so I'm going to cut into and take off the little end pieces here, and then you can just put that in there like that. So let me know how many people do you have? Are you planning to have for Christmas this year? Are you having a big Christmas? For me, it's just going to be a little Christmas, me and my other half. And I have to say, we'd always planned to do that. Not thinking about the COVID, we tend to alternate. My parents one year, his parents or family another year, and then we have Christmas, just the two of us. And I have to say, there's something quite special about just having Christmas, just the two of us, and I really love it. So on each end, I've got pieces that are fairly, well, roughly the same length and fairly long. But because it's going on the dinner table, I don't want it to be as wide. So I'm going to cut the pieces of a bit shorter so that it's not round. I want it in an oval shape. So I'm trimming off and kind of measuring it up as I go. There we are. That will be quite good for there. And yeah, like I say, I really don't think you can go that wrong, because just greenery is just so pretty, isn't it? And yeah, just love it. Just really feels like you're bringing the outside in, and that just makes me feel happy. So I'm just going to strip off these bits here and chop off the stem a bit. Yeah. Do you know, Jane, I went for a walk, and because Jane's saying she hasn't got any suitable foliage in her garden. Yeah, out and about with the secateurs, exactly. That's what I did. I went for a walk with my friend yesterday, and yeah, why am I stuck for words? Because I'm trying to read Emma's comment and talk to Jane as well. So Jane, yes, I went for a walk with my friend in the park, and we just found all this amazing foliage just there waiting, and then we had to rescue some of it because there was a chap trimming the hedge, and so before he trimmed the hedge and cut it all down, we said, please, can we have some? So they were just going to cut it off anyway, so it's such a waste. So Emma's going to decorate the Christmas tree in the village. Oh, how lovely. Oh, that's such a lovely festive thing to do, Emma. Thanks for popping in, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. And so here we go at the end. So just building up the ends at the moment. pulling off. There we go. So if I move that out the way, can you see that okay? Can you see what I've done? So I've got my two ends, and then I'm going to have shorter bits in the middle, like I was saying. So we can, and there we are. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I can't. I'm just loving getting ready for Christmas now. I'm so ready for fun and sparkle and a bit of glitz. So I am just absolutely loving doing these with you. So these bits here on the, can you see? If I'm going too fast, do say, because let me know if you can't see, if my camera's not in the right place. So there we are. It's a bit short, that bit. I think I have a longer bit. Yeah, just pull off so you've got a nice stem to stick into the oasis, just to make your life a bit easier. And then we've got some of the other bits that I had earlier. Oh, so nice. I could just do this all day. Just cut that one a little bit shorter. And you'll notice how they all kind of naturally fall one way. It depends how they've grown. So sometimes if you get the leaves from different sides of the tree, they'll naturally fall one way and the other, and then you can get them round. So can you see? So I've now got a nice base mostly going round, and then what I'm going to do is use this more bushy kind of ivy, which I've got here, the more kind of bushy stuff, and then I'll put the holly in afterwards. So you see, because it's quite nice, it will, can stick that in there. It's got quite a lot of coverage, which is quite nice, this ivy. And it's got a nice firm stem, so that's quite a nice bit there. We'll have that on the other side. Like I say, I don't really think you can go wrong doing these. Just cut this bit a bit shorter. And then just, again, taking off the bits of the leaves at the base so that it can go into the oasis a bit better. Again, that's maybe a bit too long. So you can always take things out if you don't like how it's looking. Now that's quite a nice bit for the other end. There we go. So with 4 bits of ivy, I've made, you know, quite a substantial lot of green. So I'm just going to fill in either side a little bit now. But like I was saying, I don't want those bits to get too wide. That's quite, I don't know, it might be a bit big, that bit. So it's quite good if you've got a bit of a selection. You can choose what bit to use where. Try and make your pieces fit the spaces that you've got. Is anybody still there? Please leave me a comment, let me know. Say hello. So now what I'm going to do is add some holly. And even got a bit of holly with some berries on, which is quite unusual. The birds normally get there again, so I'm going to take off those little bits at the bottom. I'm going to kind of measure it up and see where I might cut it off. And then I'm not sure how. I'm not sure about that because it's so one-sided. I'm going to leave that bit. Not sure about that. That's quite nice. This is quite a nice piece. I like this piece. I'm going to cut the ends off. Cut the bits here, and just put that in. Oh yes, there we go. That's the bit I want for there. Super. And I think we're going to do the same with this bit. So again, I've got a nice long, oh, sorry, you can't see, blanks, you know, bare stem there. And then we can just, oops, no, that's too long for the spot. So shorter, cut off a bit more holly of the leaves, and then I'm going to put that in there. Then what I'm going to do is, like I was saying, it's nice to have different textured leaves. I'm going to put in some more of the conifer, again at the top, to add some interest. There we are, and I think that will look really nice. I'm going to have to do some vacuuming after this. So there we are, another bit of conifer going in, and more conifer. Now, I think that's starting to look quite good, but it's still got some holes in it. So I'm going to fill those holes up with some more of the bushy holly. Oh, Jane, lovely. I'm glad you're still there. That's lovely. Thank you. So nice to know that you're there and that I'm not just talking to myself. I know you can. People will watch these afterwards, but it's lovely to know you're there. Thank you. So I've got a bit of a hole here, so I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to put that there. And what I'm going to do, because I think, what's the time? Gosh, okay, so just in case to cut the time down a bit, I haven't quite finished my greenery, but I'm going to show you how to add the baubles into your, if you want to, into your centrepiece. So you need some quite thin wire. I tried doing this earlier in the week with some thicker wire and it doesn't work. So you need really quite thin wire, and then you can wrap around the neck of the bauble quite tightly like that. If it's not thin enough, it doesn't hold, so you can wrap it around the neck like that, and then you can use that and that will hold the bauble like that. So there we are, and then you can obviously use any shape, size, colour you like, and you've got your lovely baubles there. And I also want to add in some gypsophilia, because I just think it's so pretty and it kind of makes it all look a bit snowy and lovely. So I haven't tried this, but I bought some gypsophilia here, and again it all gets a bit tangled up, but I think it's going to look really pretty if we put it in our centrepiece. Oh. Oh, that makes me smile. Look, that is just so pretty, isn't it? I think it's a bit difficult for you to see because there's so much greenery on here. Let me try and get rid of some of And so I think that works a treat. So I'm going to carry on with my centerpiece, but that's basically the essence of it. And so do share with me, are you a fake or a real foliage person? And you know, if you've got when you're out and about, share some pictures of any foliage. Let me know what your colour schemes for Christmas are going to be. Oh, I just think, oh, I'm loving this. I actually think in this one I'm not going to have the baubles. I'm going to leave the bauble in the other one that I did. And in this one I am just going to have the gypsophilia because I just think it's so pretty. And it looks like snow. Oh, I do hope we have a nice cold sunny Christmas. Not a wet grey one. Oh, there we go. Look. That is just brilliant, Becky, even if I say so myself. So there we are. You know, it's fairly, well, I think it's fairly straightforward. Let me know what you think. Maybe it isn't. Let me know how you're going to get on with your foraging. And just there we go. And I think I've got a bit of a hole here, so I might put in some conifer in, I think. There we go. No, that's too. See, it's just a bit of a. Oops. Bits of twigs flying across the floor. So it's just, you know, a bit of trial and error, really. There's no. Just want something pretty. To say this is just loving that, and I might put a bit on the top. Super. Well, there we are. Oops. Oh, it's a bit. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, the gypsophilia is a bit trickier to get into the oasis because it has such tiny stems. Oh, and there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me. Please share in the group. Let me know, are you a fake or are you a real person? Or do you do like I do and mix the two? And for bonus points, to win a set of my lovely Christmas napkins. I won't send you the foliage because it might not go very well in the post. So win a set of my Christmas napkins. Just share in the group today, and tomorrow I will announce the winner. And so tomorrow we're doing more green stuff, more foliage. I'm going to show you how I decorate my dresser, how I use my buntings and my Christmas stockings, which are in my shop. And because I found this amazing lovely foliage, I'm going to show you how I decorate my staircase with a garland, mixing fake and real, and then some Christmas baubles. So I do hope you can join me then, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.